Man, so they saying that the Ben 10 dude allegedly is paralyzed or whatever, right? Like, that's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? But yo, you know what's so crazy, man? It's like, yo, every time you turn around with this dude Jay Prince, man, he always in some BS, bro. It's it's every time, damn near. Duke the Jeweler, the basketball player that got robbed for his chain, NBA young boy Takeoff. You know what I mean? Now, you know, All Star JR. Every time you turn around, man, and the crazy thing is, it's like you come from royalty, my G. You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't you be like your brother? You know what I'm saying? Your brother, Jazz Prince. Like, he just be in the cut like peroxide, just chilling. You know what I mean? Signing artists, doing what he's supposed to do. He was, partly responsible for Drake. You know what I'm saying? Getting in position. Like, why not just be like him? Always want to be on some gangster shit. And the thing is, like, I don't think that he can control those dudes around him. I don't think he in control of those dudes around him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you not necessarily from the struggle. They are. So they doing what they doing to try to prove they worth to you. But that shit can turn all bad. Because too many incidents connected to you, next thing you know, they trying to hit you with a Rico. You feel what I'm saying? Then the crazy shit with between him and JR, right? Like, you already fucking with the dude baby moms. You know what I'm saying? Cool. He broke up with her, he moved on, she moved on, whatever, right? But then you steady taunting dude. You steady throwing shots at him. You know what I mean? Like you steady like poking the bear. Then when you see him in the spot, you go get his chain and dude reverse Uno on your ass and shot both of them boys. And now one of them may not be able to walk again. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and when them shots went off, you feel me? So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know why dudes just can't just rap. Why not just rap? You feel me? Like, it's crazy. What's up, chat? Yeah, like I'm just not understanding it, man. Like, you know, every time you turn around, you look at this dude, JR, he always in some shit. Like, always in some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Don't make no sense. Now you taunting dude and dude on the defense. And the baby moms are goofy because you with a dude that's trying to beef with your baby father. Like, how can you fuck with a dude that's really trying to go out of his way to beef with your baby father? Like, and you like in the court in the middle of that shit. Like, come on, man. That don't even make no sense, man. Like, real talk. And you just sitting there all complicit. Dude trying to send dudes to rob your baby father and all that. And you still with this goofy. So it's like you ain't had no respect for your baby father in the first place. That's crazy, you know. And in the center of in the center of a lot of these issues, it either be over money or female. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man. It don't make no sense, you know. And it's crazy because like with JR, with Junior, if he keep, he keep getting into the shit, getting it, it's only one or two things gonna come from it. It's only one or two things gonna come from that. It's either they gonna put your ass in a Rico, or that situation could have turned out way more deadlier. Because if All Star Jr. was on some self defense shit, he was on some self defense shit. You feel what I'm saying? But if he was on some aggressive shit, man, he would have chased the whole squad down and started shooting at the whole squad. Then what? That situation could have went way worse than how it went. You feel me? It could have went way worse. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. And the thing is, like, yo, pops, Jay Prince, like, you know, he built his reputation off of street money. You feel me? And then he got in the game with, rap a lot and things of that nature. But this the thing, right? The feds already don't like Jay Prince. You know what I mean? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, chat? The feds already don't like Jay Prince. And you his son. And taking the instead of you taking the reins and handling business and being a better businessman than your father, you trying to go up the ladder on some gangster shit and trying to move around like you the mob or some shit, and that ain't gonna work in this rap game, bro. That ain't gonna work in this rap game. You know what I mean? And there's so much evidence out there because a lot of stuff, it just hit social media right away. So it's so much things out there that the feds could really put a case together and then be watching y'all. Next thing you know, they take the whole squad down, and now you fighting for your life. You went from owning your own label, signing artists, and getting money and building an empire to now you fighting for your freedom now. Like y'all ain't learned from Lil Durk, y'all ain't learned from King Von, y'all ain't learned from like all these rappers that's going to jail behind stupid shit. Like like that shit don't make no sense, man. That shit don't make no sense. And it's like, oh boy, he going to talk his shit because y'all came for him. Y'all came for him. He didn't come for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna talk his shit. You feel me? Like now somebody did say that they said that the dude All Star JR was with Tay Grizzly when they had that shootout with NBA YoungBoy and them peoples. So they was like the issues between NBA and Tay Grizzly and peoples. It went back a couple of years. So it was like that's probably the reason why Ben 10 seen him and got active. You know what I mean? But even still, like you got your gun took from you trying to take somebody's chain, like they just gonna stand there and let you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then what? You know, my favorite NBA team, the Brooklyn Nets, and that's only because I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? I don't follow, you know, the basketball thing like that, but I do like the Brooklyn Nets though. You feel me? And that's just only because they in my city. They right in the area. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Like the JR crew, like I'm telling you, if Jay Prince Jr. keep on that same path he on, this shit is gonna end bad, bro. I could just see it. It's gonna end bad. It's the same thing with Lil Durk. I say, yo, if Lil Durk try to bust a move on Young Boy, he's going to jail. Why? Because the whole world know about your beef. The whole world know what's going on. How the hell you gonna get away with something like that in this time? You know what I mean? Like it's crazy, man. It don't make no sense, man. These dudes be having millions of dollars, life set up for life, like making money hand over fist, and still want to be into some stupid shit. Like I don't feel bad for none of them dudes, man. Like for real, that have the money and have the position and have the money to change your life and to change people's lives around you, and you still choose to get into some bullshit. Like you know what I mean? I don't feel bad for none of them dudes, man. You know what I mean? You know, because how many people that's millionaires, like personally? You know what I'm saying? Like the millionaires is the 1%. So you got an opportunity that could take you from the rest of the country, like low wages, all the way to 1%, and you bullshitting. You want to be a gangster. You know what I mean? And the thing is, like gangsters, I know from the era I grew up in, gangsters, like yo, they did that shit till they died. And if they got an opportunity to change their life, they stayed on that path. They didn't double back and try to be, like, why would you do that with the millions of dollars and your family already straight? Why would you do that? It don't make sense. That shit is stupid. You feel me? You know, even with the Pooh Shiesty situation, same shit. Like, bro, you had an opportunity to take you out the hood and set your whole family up and all that, signing multi-million-dollar deals, and you pull some dumbass shit like this and try to rob your CEO. Like, come on, man, that shit is stupid. It's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dumb, man. And then, with Gucci, people say he snitched and shit like that, whatever the case may be, right? And I could say, you know what? I see how people feel. Like, you've been pushing this gangster shit for a minute, and then now some gangster shit happened to you, and now all of a sudden you want to play civilian. So you playing both sides of the fence. You feel what I'm saying? But this is the question. This is the bigger question I have, right? At what point does somebody evolve, man? If you come from the streets or you come from some bullshit and you make it to where you can make a good living for yourself, at what point do you evolve and say, you know what, I ain't a part of this shit no more? You know what I mean? And I'm gonna reverse the message. The same, if I was, leading the kids down the wrong path with my music, I'm gonna try to put them on the right path. I'm gonna try to make music that's more positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, at what point do you evolve? You know what I mean? It seems like sometimes it's like hip hop is like the only genre where it's like motherfuckers is not, willing to allow to let people evolve and be who they supposed to be. It's like the way they view you when you come in the game is like you supposed to be that forever. And that's not realistic, man. It's not realistic to be the same person you was 20 years ago, 10 years ago, even 5 years ago. We gotta evolve. It's either evolve or die. You know what I mean? So, but I'm gonna keep up with the updates and see what's going on with this situation. It's crazy, man. He said, yeah, but the post he made after that, TB, he gonna smoke someone, kept him on the hook. He should have kept the civilian. Nah, for real. He should have kept a civilian. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like when rappers get to that point where they successful, they need to change the message in their music. And when they sit down and do these interviews, they need to change the message. You know what I'm saying? If you were talking about killing and dope dealing and all that shit, you know what I'm saying, on your way up, and now you done made it, yo, change the message. Because what's happening is that you trying to play gangster with millions of dollars is making the youth feel like it's okay to play gangster with millions of dollars. And then what happens? They get money and then they fucking off their opportunity that could possibly change their life. You heard? Like, come on, man. We got one life to live, man. We don't. It ain't no restart button. You know what I mean? It ain't no restart button, man. So yeah, unfortunate for all the parties involved. Nah, it is. It is unfortunate, but you know what? You know, when you go to put in work on somebody, anything could happen. Anything could happen. You could think you're gonna go do something to somebody, and they ready for you. And the minute you pull up, you get blitzed. You know what I'm saying? Anything could happen when you out here trying to play gangster. You know what I mean? You know, there's plenty of times where people don't try to kick in people's doors and they died trying to rob somebody else. You know what I mean? Plenty of times the shit that reversed on dudes. Like, you feel me? You know. And when I seen Ben 10 like on some of them interviews, like son be acting way too tough, man. Trying to punk the interviewer and all that. You slap Shorty in the face because um she was playing Lil Durk music or whatever. Like, come on, man. He said, you think he wrong for not letting him out the contract? I mean, business is business, right? But this the thing though. Like, I think Gucci signed them dudes in bad faith, man. I don't think he I don't think his goal was to make, to make them the biggest artists, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he signed them in bad faith, but it's a better way to do that though. You know what I mean? There's a better way to do that, man. Real talk. You don't got to go rob somebody because you win a bad deal because it's not going to change nothing. You're still stuck in the deal. Get you a good entertainment lawyer, right? Sit down with the parties involved. Sit down with Gucci and had a conversation, man. You know what I mean? Like grown men. You feel what I'm saying? But you see, it doesn't surprise me that Pooh Shiesty did what he did because at the end of the day, your pops was in on it. Your manager was in on it. You feel me? So that Benton situation was beyond a circus. Little dude crashed out for a clown. That's a fact. That's a fact. But you know what? I think it go a little deeper than that though. I think that All-Star JR dude, was with Tay Grizzly when they had that shootout with NBA YoungBoy and them. I think it was in Florida. I don't. It was some kind of music event that was going on, and there was a shootout that happened, and somebody had got killed. You know what I'm saying, in that shootout. And I think All Star Jr. was there. So I think that All Star Jr. and NBA and them they've been had beef. You know what I mean? But it's just like Jay Prince. Maybe he knew, maybe he didn't know, but he was taunting dude on top of that. You feel me? So you know he always in the middle of some bullshit, man. And to be honest, I really don't think son like that. You know what I mean? You just got dudes around you that's like that. But see, them dudes around you that's like that, they'll fuck around and end up fucking your whole situation up. You know what I mean? Because them dudes you can't control them dudes, man. You can't control them dudes. Even with the takeoff situation. I don't think Jay Prince Jr. called for that. You feel what I'm saying? But I feel like when you around dudes and you can't control them, anything could happen. Anything could happen. You dig what I'm saying? Now, Quavo in that situation, he wasn't having situational awareness because you got to realize, fam, you're not in your city and you're relying on somebody else to hold you down when you should have came there with your own security. And then you arguing with dudes over some gambling shit in a city that you're not from. You know what I mean? You're not in a great space. But yeah, that shit is crazy, man. You know. But we gonna see how it's gonna go because now it seems like it's gonna be beef between Tay Grizzly and them team and NBA gonna start right back the fuck up now. Because Ben Tenen got paralyzed. The other dude still, he got shot too. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna start right back up now. Now JR gotta watch his back now because he got two sets of dudes on him. He got you're beefing with the Jay Prince Jr. and then you beefing with NBA, You know what I'm saying? And the fucked up thing about it is I don't even think he called for that shit. Word. He said, what was Jay Prince's issue with All Star in the first place? All right. So Jay Prince Jr. was messing with All Star's baby moms. You feel what I'm saying? But when I looked at the video, it was like he was taunting dude. You know what I'm saying? Talking shit about him. Yeah, I got the bitch now and this, that, and the third. And it's like, bro, if we broke up, like, like what are we talking about here? You feel me? And I think something had happened where uh Junior had put his hands on on All Star JR's kid. You feel me? Now the BM is a dickhead because I don't see why you would be comfortable being with a dude that's trying to beef with your baby father. You know what I'm saying? That's just stupid. You feel me? So she's a bird anyway. You know what I mean? Because if you got any kind of respect for him, at the end of the day, it's your baby father. Whether y'all worked out or y'all didn't. And if somebody is trying to get into conflict with your baby father, you should not be dating them, fam. You feel me? So the baby moms is a goofy. You know what I'm saying? But he was taunting dude. Dude wasn't really saying nothing. He had his little retorts, but he wasn't asking for that shit. And then now Junior see, All Star JR in the spot. And he with Ben 10 and them NBA dudes, and he decided I'm gonna sick them dudes on him and go get his chain and then try to make him get his chain back. And it didn't work out like that. It didn't work out like that. They initiated that issue. You feel me? So, you know, but like I said, man, like Junior keep doing that bullshit, it will backfire. Trust me when I tell you, it's gonna backfire because it's a lot of dudes out here like JR that will pop that they ain't even got to take your pistol because they already got one on them and they could legally carry and they will pop the shit out your ass. You trying to pull off a robbery or whatever on them. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit, man. Like it's crazy. You know, and I don't even see the music that be coming from this shit. Let me see. I was a meth smoker for 9 years. I started when I was 20. I started when I was 29. I've been clean for 5. Yeah, man. It's always good to get clean, man. It's always good to get your life together. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, All Star BM was yeah, she a bird. She a bird. because like even if you're not with dude no more, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't on the greatest terms. You don't allow no enemy to get at your baby father. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's stupid. Because you gotta see this man at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You gotta pick your kid up. So this is the thing, right? What if your child, the child that they have together, right? What if the child is at JR's house and or the child is with JR one day and they decide to spin on JR that day with the child right there, and the child, God forbid, get hit? How you gonna look? You know what I'm saying? So her as a baby mother, if she cared about Duke, just if she cared about the child, you wouldn't even entertain that dumb shit. The minute you see him, you supposed to downplay that. Like, nah, man, this is my baby father. Leave that nigga alone, man. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to downplay that. You feel me? And if the nigga keep pushing and pushing and pushing, like he wanna, then you be like, you know what? I can't fuck with you no more because I'm not about to be in the middle of you beefing my big father. This is somebody I gotta see. This is somebody that's gonna have the kid. I'm gonna have the kid, and he gonna have the kid. I don't want to like put my child in danger because you want to have an issue with him. Like you dealing with me. You know what I'm saying? Like she was supposed to let him know that off top, but she not solid though. You feel me? She ain't no stand up woman. You know what I'm saying? Because this you supposed to think you supposed to think, damn, how would that play out if they start beefing? How would that play out with my child, me and my child being in the mix? You know what I mean? So that's foolish. She should have never entertained that bullshit. You dig what I'm saying? Word up. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because it's like some of these women, man, they be the reason for dudes' demise, for dudes going to war. You know what I mean? It's messed up. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't really know what Duke. I don't really know what Jay Prince Jr. problem is with Duke. Like you got his baby moms. Y'all doing y'all thing. Like what you still poking at him for? They be seeing you want to you want to bust a move on him. You know, come on, man. That's crazy. You feel me? But yeah, man. Like it's like, and it's crazy. It's like, yo, every other minute you turn around, you know what I'm saying? A rapper getting shot or going to jail or dying. Man, you ain't getting this game for that. Y'all got in this game to make money and be successful, change y'all lives. He said Gotti gave Pooh 10 million. He beefing with Gucci. I mean, I heard a deal was on the table. You know what I'm saying? I heard a deal was on the table for 10 mil from Gotti. But this the thing though, right? You can't most times from what I heard over the years, like if you already signing somebody and another label want to sign you, they usually want to wait till you get out of that deal first before they sign you because they would have to, if let's say they offering you 10 million as an for the deal, right? They gotta buy you out of that deal first, still give you the advance, and then hope that you recoup all of that money. You know what I'm saying? Some artists can do it, but some artists can't, and they end up in the red. You know what I mean? So it was essential for Pooh Shiesty to try to get out of that contract before he signed with Yo Gotti. You know what I mean? And the thing is, everything could be done through negotiation, man. Gucci probably didn't want to let him out the contract, but I'm pretty sure that he probably could have bought his way out the contract. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, if Yo Gotti offering me 10 mil, I'm in the contract with Gucci. Why don't you take some of that money and help me buy myself out the contract? And you could just add that to the money that you're gonna give me as far as an advance. You know what I'm saying? So where everybody's happy at the end of the day. Gucci happy, he got his bread. Yo Gotti happy, he got he got the artist that he want, and everything is cool. You feel me? So, you know, but I do think Shiesty, it wasn't just over the contract though. Yeah, it was other factors that played into Shiesty just crashing like that. You know what I mean? The way he handled his cousin's situation when Big Scar died, and just a lot of little other shit. Like I was seeing little tweets where like Gucci was jumping up on the posts that they wasn't even, they was putting up pictures of them and Gucci, in a picture together, and Gucci jumping up under the post saying slick shit. You know what I mean? So I think it's a build up of disrespect. You know what I mean? And then, it's like Son, it just got to a point, a boiling point. You know what I mean? But you gotta let cooler heads prevail, man, because now they said Pooh Shiesty got offered bail, but then now look, you know what I'm saying? Now they denying the bail. Now the feds they involved and they like, nah, man, y'all ain't getting out. Y'all gonna sit here until we figure all this thing out. So, you know, what position does that put Pooh Shiesty in? You know what I'm saying? You know, and people saying, "Oh man, Gucci ain't gonna testify." This, that, and the third. He don't got to testify. He put it all in the song. You know what I'm saying? He don't gotta say shit. Yo, hitting a lick with your pops is next level generational trauma. That's a fact. Yo, I think that Pooh Shiesty whole family is gangsters. He come from a gangster family, so that shit. Because I'm looking at Pooh Shiesty, he had an ankle monitor at 11. What the fuck are you doing at 11 to have an ankle monitor when you got a mother and a father in the house? That's crazy. You feel me? So I just think he come, and I see how his mother talk. His father was in the streets before. You know, that's crazy. But for the father to be an elderly man, because he looked like he in his 50s. For him to be an elderly man and still making dumbass decisions like that for you, that's just stupid. And I heard he told, so everybody worried about Gucci, you better worry about him. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I heard from Whack 100. You know how they do. You know what I mean? The exposes. They go get the paperwork. But yeah, they said it's pops. You know what I mean? Done informed of some dudes. So it's like, man, listen, I don't think Pooh Shiesty stood a chance, man. For real. Because you got parents like that. I mean, what the fuck? You don't need to go outside to be indoctrinated with the bullshit. Like, for real. You know, you don't need to go outside. You got that influence is right in your house. You know what I'm saying? Pops in and out of jail, mom's doing whatever the fuck she want. You know what I mean? So you just feel like, hey, this is what it is. Like, that ain't what it is though. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man. I don't know. But I don't think that Pooh Shiesty shit gonna play. I mean, I hope the best, you know what I'm saying? But Pooh Shiesty seemed like a type of kid, man. He don't think things all the way through. Because when you look at his first bid, what he was locked up for, bro, he was at the height of his career when he had that song out with Dirt, and then he had the other one with Spot Him, Got Him, and all that. He was making his way around doing the features and all that. He was smoking, and you rob somebody for trying to do a legitimate sneaker sale with you, and you gonna get a couple of sneakers off the dude, and all of a sudden it just turned into a shootout, and you trying to rob this dude. Like, come on, man, come on. You know what I mean? And then there's so many other ways they messed up with that shit too, because they left Memphis on a Greyhound to go out there, so that's a paper trail that automatically makes it federal. Even though Pooh Shiesty being in a halfway house, federal halfway house, that's all you already in their custody already. But the fact that them other dudes, your pops and Big 30, done took a Greyhound down there, now it's in the state now. So that's gonna make it federal. Them boys gonna do some time. That's just real talk. They gonna do some time, man. And it's stupid because your son got your son is the one, right? And before you got him and say, nah, son, that's not how you do that. You egg him on to do the bullshit. Like, it's crazy, man. Yeah, with the dirt situation, like, you know what I mean? Yo, let me tell you something. Like, you saying they didn't learn that from the dirt situation. Yo, let me tell you something about that dirt situation, right? Dirt worked just as hard to get successful as he did to end up in prison. He worked just as hard because from what I'm seeing with Dirt, right? They was like, yo, he didn't even know Vaughn like that. So you went and bail a dude out. That's a stepper to put him on. So you want all these trigger happy dudes on your team, like Vaughn and Bezu, and you want all these trigger happy dudes on your team for what? For what? You know what I mean? When you in a position where you successful and you bringing dudes from the hood and you trying to change their life, you gotta set the rules. You gotta set the tone. You gotta set the tone. You can't let them come into your situation and set the tone for you. And that's what it seemed like what happened with Vaughn. Vaughn came to set the tone. You feel me? And then Vaughn messed up all your relationships. And I don't think he did it on purpose. I just think that Vaughn was an agent of chaos. Like, you know what I mean? He was in the street catching bodies and all that allegedly. Like, so he come around you. Vaughn already got on live and said that his whole goal was to get up 100 grand and rob all them rappers around you. And he didn't want to tell you because he didn't want you trying to stop him. What does that sound like? Does that sound like the type of person that you need to go and risk your freedom and throw all your career and everything down the toilet for? No, absolutely not. You know what I mean? You know, when Dirk brung Vaughn around him, he didn't set no ground rules. Like, hey, listen, whatever you was doing out there around here, we getting money, we staying out the way. You know what I'm saying? We having fun. We not getting into all that bullshit that we was doing in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Dirk never drew those. He never set the tone. You know what I'm saying? He never. And then Vaughn came around, and then Vaughn looking at Dirk like, I don't know if you gangster. I think you need to do some shit with me, nigga, because I don't know if you gangster. Next thing you know, they go rob a dude out there in ATL with all this money. Like, come on, man. I make no damn sense. You know, that's a fact. You say you hitting on the head when you said these dudes ain't about it. Yeah, they can't control the dudes around them. And the dudes that's around, like say with Junior, the dudes that's around Junior, they know Junior not built like that. You know what I'm saying? They know Junior not built like that. But also they know that he need them just as much as they need him. He need them to validate his fake gangster persona he trying to push. They need him so they can pay their bills and take care of their families. You dig what I'm saying? But they not no rappers though. So what are they doing? Just being around. If they not rappers, producers, you know what I mean? Like what are they doing? So that's why you see like every time they around other artists or other rappers, there's always some bullshit going on with some robbery shit or some fake dice or some bullshit because he's not feeding those dudes. He ain't taking care of them dudes, man. Or he not putting them in a position where they can get their own money. You know what I'm saying? Because why the fuck would I want to have dudes around me that's trying to rob all the people I'm around? Like, no, man, I don't want you fucking up my reputation like that. Especially if I'm out here doing legal business, I'm living clean. Like, why would I want you around me robbing all the people I know or my peers in the industry? Why? 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 You know what I mean? Even the Duke the Julius situation, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I heard, it was a comedian that was talking about I think a comedian named Shardy. He was talking about Junior with them dudes using them fake dice, and that's the reason why Quavo was going off on them because they was using fake dice, and Quavo probably peeped it. But see, what Quavo should have did was took that L and said, you know what, I ain't dealing with y'all dudes no more. You know what I'm saying? Duke the Jura, they tried to use the fake dice with him, but it backfired on him. You know what I mean? It backfired on him, and he started hitting them for bread. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't know the dice was fake, but they knew the dice was no good. You feel me? So he started hitting them for bread, and then he took his money and left, and they followed him and smoked him allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So when you got people around you doing shit like that, it's because you're not putting them in a position to get no type of money. You know what I'm saying? You just got them around, like, yeah, these are my goons, this, that, and third. But this the thing. Either you feed the wolves or the wolves gonna eat you. That's how that work, Junior. Real talk. And it's only but so far your father reputation gonna go. You feel me? When it come down to it. You know what I'm saying? Your father being who he is, don't would not it'll make a motherfucker think twice, but it ain't gonna stop a person trying to do something to you though. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, if he don't stop that bullshit he on and he don't learn how to control them people around him, them dudes is gonna lead him straight to the federal penitentiary. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. Because the whole time this shit going on, see, feds the way they work in the hood, they don't come get you when you a dude on the corner slinging a couple rocks back in the days. They don't come get you then. You ain't worth nothing to them. They wait till you start moving weight and you bought that new house in a different area and you riding around in a foreign, your kids going to nice schools and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's when they come get you when you got everything to lose, when you actually started making some money in the game and setting your life up right. That's when they come get you. You see what I'm saying? So in the rap game, they not stupid. They know some of these rappers be getting money from the rap game just to put back in the streets. They ain't no fool. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what you think gonna happen? Everything that went on with with Junior, they just keeping tabs on him. They just writing it down. The basketball player, I think it was, I don't know if it was Paul Pierce or one of them that got robbed for his chain. Okay, we got that down on the list. Oh, you try to steal young boy keys and give it back to him, and he went off on y'all for that. We got that down on the list. Oh, Duke the Jewel came out there, gamble with y'all, and then he ends up dead. Got that on the list. Takeoff too, got that on the list. You know what I'm saying? Um, this situation with Ben 10, got that on the list. So when they come for your ass, they taking the whole fucking crew down. You better hope they don't take the pops down too. You feel me? Yeah, his dad the only reason he's still around, but that's only gonna last so long. And his pops got a lot of game because his pops got a book out. It's a real good book. Y'all could check it. Y'all should check it out when y'all get a chance, man. He talks about his whole life and how he was dealing with dirty feds and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So his pops got a lot of game, but it's on him to listen though. That's the thing. He his own man. If he don't want to listen, you dig what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. Like, you know, and the thing is that you know Jay Prince and them was responsible for one of the biggest acts in the game, which is Drake. Why niggas still don't keep the momentum going? You know what I'm saying? Why they don't just keep the momentum going? Like the artists, what artists they got? Junior got he got Honeycomb Brazy, and they got Finesse two times. Finesse two times talking about he trying to get out that contract. But I don't know about Finesse two times, man, because you if they gave you $1 million advance and you blew that advance, like how you complaining about the contract? They talking about, oh, they made it seem like we was partners, that this was a partnership, but in all reality, the paperwork it shows that I'm an artist. Like I'm basically up under them as an artist. But I'm like, you were supposed to have an entertainment lawyer go over that paperwork though. You know what I mean? But you see, that's the thing. When these dudes be signing rappers sometimes, they sign the rappers that they know 9 times out of 10 ain't gonna really do no research or look into that shit to see like, if this deal is a good deal or is a bad deal, or can we negotiate some parts of the deal to make sure that I come out on the end straight. You feel me? So, you know, but Junior could be bigger than what he is, man. Like, cause this ain't no shot at Junior, nothing like that. He could be bigger than what he is, but you just got if you really double down on this business shit, man, you could sign all these upcoming rappers coming out right now and really be the new cash money or something. You feel me? But that fake gangster shit ain't gonna get you far, man. And keeping them hungry ass dudes around you that you ain't feeding or you ain't put in position, they'll fuck up every opportunity around you because they not eating. You feel what I'm saying? Don't be stupid, man. You feel me? I don't know if he understand. I don't think he understand how the hood work. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm pretty sure his pops be telling pops got hella game. So it's not like he ain't heard none of this shit before. You feel me? Not no more. Ain't nobody with sense gonna want to deal with him. That's a fact. Cause you bad business, bro. Every time somebody get around you, or some bullshit happening, somebody gonna want to deal with you, man. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? So let's see how that play out, man. You know what I mean? You know, I know one thing though. If Kanye have a concert somewhere out here, like man, listen, I'm pulling up. I know that much. you know. Because I feel like honestly, man, I love hip hop, man. I just love the art form itself. You know what I mean? I don't like all of this bullshit being associated with hip hop because this shit ain't hip hop. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't hip hop, man. You know. And if we at a point right now, we don't even got a whole lot of good music on the rap side of things. R&B is doing well, but on the rap side of things, we don't got a lot of good music out right now. So it's like, yo, y'all get in the booth, man, and make some joints, man. Fuck all this beefing and all this drama and bullshit, man. Like, you feel me? Real talk, man. Like, fuck all that nonsense, man. Get and make some good music. Summertime about to crack. What's the summer song gonna be? What's the song that I'm gonna turn on when I hop in a ride and I want to move around and go with a little outing and some shit? Like, what's the song gonna be for the summer? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You know, Pepsi pulled a sponsor because of venue book Kanye. Man, fuck Pepsi. Like, real talk, man. Man, we don't need none of them people, man. You know what I mean? It won't be Drake. I know. He steady teasing the Iceman album, and I'm like, bro, you gotta come with it at this point. Like, we don't want to hear no more teasers. You know what I'm saying? Just drop some singles off the album, get it rotating. You feel me? Like, put it out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they ain't gonna stop. See, one thing I would say, like I said with Kanye before on last joint, right? I said like everybody's not gonna accept Kanye's apology. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they cannot separate Kanye from his fan base. They can't do that's impossible. You know what I mean? And people gonna come out and support whatever he do. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I ain't gonna front though. People say that Drake, ever since Drake kind of been laying low, that the game ain't really been the same. Ain't really been a lot of good music out. And I'm like, y'all can't like if y'all feel like it's not good music out because Drake done fell back, that means y'all not making enough good music. The artists in the game are not making enough good music. You feel me? Real shit. Like, you know, and it's crazy because all this drama I had from Junior and all this other when the music gonna come? That's what I'm saying. Cause I ain't hear not one song that came out they camp that I would be like, yo, this shit is a banger. Like I ain't hear not one song come out they camp. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, man. But anywho, man, that's my time today. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably be on here later on today. If not, I'll be on here tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, with some new topics. But we're gonna take it somewhere different, man. Fuck all this hip hop drama. Let me give y'all something to really think about. You dig? Anyway, y'all have a good day. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to the chat, everybody supported and all that. Peace.